By the end of this video, you're going to have a 3-step system that is going to help you manifest your dream life. I've used this system to manifest a full ride scholarship to college, my dream partner, and my first home. And you can use it too to manifest whatever dreams you have. But I will warn you, the last step is the most important. Don't skip it, or else you will not manifest the life that you want. The first step to manifesting your dream life is create a compelling vision. Your compelling vision is your why. It's the powerful mental image of the life that you want, that it makes you jump out of bed in the morning. So ask yourself, what do you think is worth fighting for? Your vision has to be so compelling that it creates a sense of excitement and urgency that drives you to take action, that drives you to do whatever it takes to turn that vision into reality. For example, I was able to manifest a full ride scholarship to go to college because I had a compelling vision. I was raised by an immigrant single mom who was already working 2 to 3 jobs just to put food on the table. My compelling vision was to break the cycle of struggle and create a future where I could support my family and give back to my community. I envisioned walking across the graduation stage, my mom beaming with pride, knowing that her sacrifices had paid off. This vision pushed me to excel academically. I didn't want her to have the burden to pay for my college tuition. Now, this vision wasn't just a dream. It was a vivid and emotional manifestation. I felt the joy of my vision as if it had already happened. Now, people skip this step because creating a compelling vision requires that you're vulnerable, requires courage, and a willingness to dream big. But it is so important to do this step for many reasons. By making your vision compelling and connecting it to deep personal reasons, you are communicating to a higher power that you are fully committed. It energizes you and forces you to think beyond your current limitations. So in his book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, Stephen Covey said, all things are created twice. First mentally, then physically. This phone you're watching this video in was created twice. It was created mentally, then physically. The idea is that before something is physically created or manifested, it must first be created mentally. You cannot skip this step. So now that you've created a compelling vision that excites you, it's time for step number 2. Be open to change. And by that I mean, be willing to leave where you are to get to where you're going. You don't get to go to a new level until you break out of the old level. You don't get to enter your dream life until you get out of your old life. This is where you'll be tested on how badly you want your dream life. Eric Thomas says, when you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. So when you want your dream life as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll get your dream life. So ask yourself, do you even want it bad enough? Listen, no problem can be solved from the same level of consciousness that it was created. This means that you've already been manifesting. The life you have now, you've created it. You've manifested the life that you don't want with your current thoughts, your current feelings, beliefs, and actions. So in order to manifest a different life, you need different thoughts, different feelings, different beliefs, and different actions. You cannot, absolutely cannot keep doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Your comfort zone is your enemy right now. If you want to manifest your dream life, you have to get out of your comfort zone. People think manifestation is just wishful thinking, but it's not. It's more than that. It's going to require something from you. You cannot get to your dream life if you're still stuck to your old life. Listen, I know letting go can be hard. So take the time to feel it. Cry if you need to, then let it go. Believe it or not, a lot of us are subconsciously addicted and attached to a life we don't even want. It's like that boyfriend that you know is not good for you, but for some reason you just can't seem to let them go. They gotta go. It's time to say goodbye. Your dream life exists in another realm. The only way to access it is to be willing to give it all up. Make peace with the fact that not everyone can make it to your dream life with you. So in my case, when I began manifesting my dream life, meaning I started to change everything about me, I knew that I needed to align my thoughts, my feelings, my beliefs, and my actions with the life that I actually wanted. I even moved to a whole new city where I didn't know anybody. You don't have to be as extreme as me, but you do need to make some changes. When I started doing this, I was losing friends left and right. I wish someone told me ahead of time that this is what happens when you want to level up your life. Not everyone will understand what's happening. They might say things like, you acting brand new, or you changed too much. They might not understand that the change was intentional. Be ready for that. This is so important because if you don't make peace with all the changes that will be happening, you will start to self-sabotage. You will get in your own way. You will become your own worst enemy by trying to hold on to people, habits, and things that just don't belong in your dream life. A book that's helped me out with this was Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe Dispenza. To manifest your dream life, you need to become a completely different person. You need to adapt the thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and actions that will actually get you to your dream life. So create a new identity. Become the person that gets to have her dream life. Only then will manifestation work. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you are. Now that you've left your old life behind, it's time to practice now faith. Okay, so what does this mean? It means to decide that you get to have your dream life now. It's a declaration. It doesn't mean that you're trying to control the timing. In fact, the worst thing you can do in manifesting is trying to control how and when it's going to happen. It simply means to trust that it's already done. Our faith activates our dream life. So when I was looking to buy my first home like 2 years ago, the housing market was terrible, but I was able to buy a house under my budget in a horrible housing market because of now faith. I just declared that regardless of the housing market, I get to have the house that I want under my budget with so much money left over to travel. So be stubborn. You attract what you believe. People skip this step because they think it's delusional. They have a hard time believing that they can have something they can't see. But in my experience, being delusional is the only way to completely detach yourself from your current reality so that you can create a better one. If you think reality is only what you see, you're limiting yourself. We get stuck believing that the only truth is what's right in front of us. This makes us prisoners of our own eyes and our own experiences. There's so much more to the world than what you can see. This is the most crucial step in manifesting. It's the one step that holds most people back. Having now faith forces you to focus on the positive aspects of your dream life. It's a reminder that you are not a victim of your circumstances. You get to choose what you focus on. You know, we waste so much energy complaining and talking about all the reasons why it's not going to work. That's why it hasn't worked. You don't even believe in your own dreams. Remember, just because you can't see something doesn't mean it's not real or possible. Our eyes only show us part of the picture. But by looking beyond what you can see, you free yourself to dream and discover better opportunities. So replace your doubt with faith. Having faith is your superpower. Now you may be asking, what does this mean practically? It means to act and to live as if you already have your dream life. If you're struggling with faith, do this. Create your dream life as if you were creating a movie. First thing you want to do is to write a script. You want to divide your script into different parts. Your dream life is made up of perfect days, perfect week, perfect month, then perfect year. So you want to have a script for each one of them. Then you want to make sure that you script your perfect day in the present tense, as if you're already in it. Make sure you go in detail. Insert who, what, when, where, and how. And then you want to do the same thing for perfect week, perfect month, and perfect year. But the most important thing is to do it in present tense. So do it as if you're already living in it. You want to ask yourself, if you could have the best case scenario, what would your days look like? You want to journal this. Then you want to see the movie in your mind. You do this by meditating on your perfect day. as if it's already yours. The best time to meditate is when you first wake up and right before you go to sleep. I personally love doing Dr. Joe Dispenza's meditations. Then you want to speak your lines as if you were an actress. I do this by doing positive affirmations in the present tense, as if it already exists. So I would say things like, I am so grateful that I'm living my dream life. Everything around me is a reflection of my desires. I live a life of luxury. You get the gist. Then you want to put it all together using Pinterest and InShot. Let me know if you want a detailed tutorial on this. Here's the thing. If you can convince yourself that you're in a completely different reality, it will reflect in your actions. You won't be in your head so much, and it will prevent overthinking. Manifestation is not just wishful thinking. It's also inspired actions. You'll start talking like, dressing like, walking like, being like the version of yourself that gets to have her dream life. Now, this is not about ignoring your current situation. It's about refusing to be defined by it. You are not a victim. You are the author of your own story. Your circumstances do not control you. You shape them. So declare it with me. Declare that you get to have your desires. You get to live your dream life. Not someday, but right now. Subscribe if you're going to use this process to manifest your dream life.